All right, hello, hello. Doing a flight here from JFK to Burlington, Vermont. Get that set up here shortly. All right, so we're all set up here. Let's go ahead and start getting going. We're not going to do first flight of the day. We'll go from JFK. Let's see what gate the real plane takes off of is Delta 10. What? Delta? No. Alpha 12. I was going to say Delta 10. It's Alpha 12. Let's go off here. This doesn't have the new construction. There are new gates down here that are not reflected with the game. Fortunately, the game doesn't update that stuff fast enough. I'm going to change the day here. I'm going to get rid of live weather because that's been causing problems. And we'll make it a day flight so people can actually see what I'm doing. Burlington, Vermont. High Altitude Airways will go the route that they're planning, which is Wavy MJ Q167ZJ Tackle 2. Why do not have the Tackle 2? Oh, because I still have Raleigh up. Okay, that's why. All right. That's not the route then. It's going to be Grecky, Judd's, Cam, direct. Okay. Stop. Grecky, Judd's. Cambridge. The VOR. I don't know why it's not showing. That's Cambridge, Mass. Let's see where Cambridge is. See, that's Cambridge right there. Yeah, see, Cam should be right here. Get rid of that. I'll put Cambridge in there. Cambridge will be right there. I don't know why I started showing it. But we'll do that. Check the weather at JFK. Eventually, if my iPad loads up. All right. They're departing 22 right. JFK 522 right. Go fix the gate again. Gate's good. That's fine. See what they're using. Burlington. Burlington is 200 at 6. So let's plan on ILS 15 into Burlington. And then we'll plan for going over Cambridge. Alright, let's see, what altitude? 230. Right, that looks good. Let's check fuel. 11.3 for the ramp. About 11.3. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and start up. Be a shortish flight. Not a long flight to Burlington. Sim's been acting up, been acting a little bit weird, so hopefully doesn't act too weird. I shut off live weather. Live weather's been a big problem in the game lately. It's been causing the aircraft to pitch up when the weather changes. I did change the time of day, did I not? Whatever, we'll do it nighttime. That's fine. We'll do it current time. I didn't want to do it night. I changed the time, but whatever. Okay, let's do this quick. Why did it do that? All right, let's do that. Live weather's off. Clear skies I don't want. Let's see. That's fine. It's too scattered. That'll be good. Live weather's been screwing me lately, so we're not doing that. And we'll just run day. All right.
Gear disagree.
Why is gear disagree?
Gear disagree.
Oh, my yoke. That's good. All right. Logos going on. All right, let's get the IRSs going. Alright, we'll start getting those IRSs going. Not first flight of the day, so we'll do it as a not first flight of the day. What's Burlington's altitude? 355. What are we looking at there? We are at 260. 83, 123, 360, that's good enough. Alright. Backs and recirc, what's the temp? Temp is 15 degrees. Okay, good. Alright, we'll move pretty quick here. I'll get the APU up. Get moving. Alright, let's go ahead and plug this in. Alright, JFK. Burlington, Vermont. We are what? 5393. I don't think I put that in right. Let me quickly. Yeah, I probably didn't put it in right. I put in the 5150 maybe.
Kennedy Airport information, Sierra 1800 Zulu. Wind 28 tree at 5. Visibility 9er. Sky condition 1,800 feet, scattered 4,800 feet, scattered 13,800 feet scattered. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. Altimeter 29.902.
92.
ILS runway tree 1 right and ILS runway tree 1 left in use. Landing and departing runway 22 right and runway 22 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Sierra. Kennedy Airport information Tango 1800 Zulu. Wind 28 tree at 5. Visibility 9er. Sky condition 1,800 feet, scattered 4,800 feet.
Grab clearance in a second here. Right, 24420 vector then, discontinuity Grecky, that's fine. Judge Cam then. And it's KBTV goes in the discontinuity. Why do I have a hold at Stavy? I don't want that. Let's go Phobes. It's got the procedure turn in there. I don't want that. Phobes, that's fine. Yin, that's all good there. That will work. Yep, that'll work for me. All right, let's get a clearance.
Kennedy clearance delivery Endeavour 5150 IFR to Burlington, ready to copy.
Endeavour 5150 is cleared to Burlington Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 22 right climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.75 squawk 4054.
4054. Alright, that's good.
Endeavour 5150 cleared to Burlington Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 22 right climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure on 124.75 squawk 4054.
Endeavour 5150 readback is correct. Contact ground on 130.775 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alright, that's good. Keep rocking and rolling on this flight plan here. Alright, 230. Double check that. Yep, 230. Fuel is 11,440. +8 for the ISA deviation. Plus 3223.19. Minutes from now, 1841. .69. That looks good. Got a little bit of a tailwind, but it's not extreme, so I'm not worried about it. That looks good in advisory VNav. Let's get rid of the airports. Let's go VNav on range altitude select, auto tunes. Alright, that looks good to me. Just waiting on the IRSs to align, and then we're ready to go here. So let's go ahead and we'll knock out a PDC. Well, yeah, we can do it. PDC validation is going to be 5150 squawking, 4054. We're going from JFK to Burlington. It's going to be JFK 5, Grecky, Judd's, Cambridge, direct to Burlington. 10,000 feet, heading of 224. Alright. Pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior complete flight release sign set, circuit breakers checked, oxygen check, battery master is on. Hydraulic panel set. Pressurization set, windshield heat low, passenger signs on, ICAS. Check. Flight nav instruments checked, altimeters are 2992, cross check, nozzle steering is off, thrust reversers armed. Radar is off. Parking brake set. Flight temperature complete. Departure brake complete. Logbook QRH aboard. Fuel required is going to be 8.7. We got 11.4. Pre-flight check is complete. Still waiting on the IRS alignment, and then we're good. How's it going there? Single letter sent curse good government. I don't understand the why people put a single letter when they send a message. Yeah, waiting on this alignment. Once the IRS is aligned, we can keep moving here. Alright, APU up, APU's up. Let's check the electrics. AC and DC look good. Alright, good. We can get rid of the ground power. Alright, we can start closing up cargo. Just waiting on the IRS alignment here. You can pull breakers, can I? No, I can't. Okay. Alright, we can go ahead and do a brief while we're waiting here. We're sitting at Alpha 12. Push off Alpha 12, we'll take Golf. Going to be 22 right, so likely Golf, Bravo, Echo. Down to the end of 22 right, we got 12,079 feet of runway, plenty of runway. If we lose one, it'll be direct to a heading of 224, straight out, get with tower. We're going to be doing the JFK 5 up to 10,000 instead. It's going to be a heading of 224. No speed restrictions. RTO is previously briefed. That's about all I got for a brief. Hey, and there's the alignment. Alright, alignment's up. Let's get the yaw damp going here. Check all my messages here. Those look good. That looks good. Oh, that looks good. All right, good. All right, ready to close up. Jet bridge is coming off. All right. Doors coming up.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
All right, very nice. All right, pushback checklist. Doors closed. Flight deck door closed. Lock. Fuel pumps on. Transponder is 1. Pushback checklist complete. All right, we'll call for push.
Ground Endeavour 5150
All right, beacon's
requesting
on.
pushback.
Brake release. Steering is
Endeavour
off.
5150
Clear to push.
Pushback. Request accepted.
All right, we get our numbers. We'll do a flaps 20. Set our numbers. You gonna push me here? So just hold up here. There we go. All right.
Ground Endeavour 5150 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Wing walkers.
Endeavour 5150, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
All right, the man tells us we can spin. We're gonna go ahead and spin 2. We'll do 2 engines up. APU off. Let's see what the zero fuel weight is going to be. 61,795.
Ground Endeavour 5150 requesting the end of
All right, we'll go ahead
pushback.
and spin the other one.
Endeavour 5150, request to end pushback received.
All right, set brakes. Parking brake set. Clear disconnect. The other engine up. AC and DC look good. Alright, watch your feet. Yeah, start checklist. Fuel pumps set. Lead air conditioning panel set. Anyways, off. Probes are on. Electric check. Nose, steer, and arm after check is complete. Right, we'll go over these numbers here. V1's 131, 132, 141. Bug'em 151. VTO's 199. Trim is going to be 6.8. 6.8. And go ahead and set flaps to 20. Flaps 20. Alright, good. Alright, go ahead and do your flight control check over there. Taxi checklist. Flaps are 20, 20, and 20. Takeoff speed set. Thrust set. Trim centered. 6.8 flight controls checked. Taxi checklist complete. Alright, let's go.
Ground
Track
Endeavour
IR set up
5150
here.
with Tango ready to taxi IFR.
Endeavour 5150 taxi 2 and hold
There
short
we go.
runway
Track
22
IR.
right via taxiway Golf Alpha Foxtrot, cross runway 22 right, Foxtrot Foxtrot Alpha Foxtrot Bravo Yankee Echo. Contact tower on 123.9er when ready.
Here we go.
Taxi to and hold short runway 22 right via taxiway Golf Alpha Foxtrot,
Clear
cross
left.
runway 22 right, Foxtrot Foxtrot Alpha Foxtrot Bravo Yankee Echo, Endeavour 5150.
Alright, so the taxiways are all labeled wrong in game. It's gonna be Golf, Bravo, Echo, cross, 1-3 left, and then hold short 2-2 right. That's gonna be the actual taxi instruction. Clear left, go straight. Clear left, going left.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Alright. Going right. And the game clears you to cross as default, which would be the opposite. Hold short would be default, clear to cross would be the opposite. But whatever, we'll do what the game wants. Clear left, going straight. And we're clear to cross. Clear left, clear to cross. And once we get across, you can set them down. Flight 10 speed for the cabin for departure. Alright. We got a chime. Right. Runway 22 right. It's going to be the JFK-5. First fix is Grecky. Repeated. Be a heading of 224, heading mode up to 10,000 feet. No speed restrictions. Min fuel was, I believe, 8.7, and we've got 11.2. Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist, flaps are 20, 20. Takeoff config, okay. Flight test notified. Not fuel cross those manual APU and bleeds are off and open. Ignition off. Any ice is off. Brake temperature checked. FMS is auto tune. ICAS check. Clear. Radar terrain is going to be terrain. Put it on terrain. Terrain. Runway departure first fix verified. Takeoff brief is complete. For takeoff checklist complete. Alright, we're ready to go.
Kennedy Tower Endeavour 5150 ready for IFR departure, runway 22 right.
Endeavor 5150 altimeter, 29er.9er, 2 wind 28 tree at 5. Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right.
Takeoff 22 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right, Endeavor 5150.
Alright, clear left, clear for takeoff. Two right. Set thrust. Thrust head heading checks. $80 knots checks. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Speed mode. Heading mode. Heading over climb.
Endeavor
Fly for a little bit.
5150, contact New York departure on 124.75. Good day.
Autopilot's on. Truck cars off.
Going to 124.75, Endeavor 5150.
Speeding up.
New York departure, Endeavor 5150 is at
Flaps
1,700 feet, climbing
Climb
10,000
thrust.
feet.
Endeavor 5150, New York departure altimeter 29er.9er, 2 radar contact, continue.
Flaps up. Shit, I pressed the middle mouse button. After takeoff checklist when able. I could turn to Grecky would be nice. What's the temp? Temp's 14. Warm enough we don't need any ice. After takeoff check split. He gave us direct Grecky, did he? No. Radar contact. Probably waiting on altitude to give us a break change to do it, so. I'll put Grecky in. We'll pre-select it.
Endeavor 5150, contact New York Center on 118.9er, 75. Good day.
18975, we'll see ya.
118.9er 75, Endeavor 5150. Goodbye. New York Center, Endeavor 5150 is at 8,400 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Generic 67 Whiskey, contact New York Center on 128.3. Good day. Endeavor 5150, New York Center, altimeter 29er.9er, 2 radar
Execute.
contact, continue to
Now.
Grecky. Endeavor 5150, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230,
Perfect
Endeavor
speed.
5150.
Endeavor 5150, contact New York departure on 124.75. Good day.
Speed mode.
Going to 124.75, Endeavour 5150. New York departure Endeavour 5150 is passing 10,400 feet, climbing flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150, New York departure altimeter 29.9er, 2 radar contact. Continue to Grecky. Endeavour 5150, contact New York Center on 118.9er, 75. Good day.
118.9er, 75, Endeavour 5150. Goodbye. New York Center Endeavour 5150 is passing 12,400 feet, climbing flight level 230.
Airbus 49er Hotel, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 250. Endeavour 5150, New York Center altimeter 29.9er, 2 radar contact. Continue to Grecky. Descend and maintain flight level 250, Airbus 49er Hotel. Endeavour 5150, contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day.
1.25, we'll see ya.
Going to 121.125, Endeavour 5150.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting sailing.
New York Center Endeavour 5150 is at 15,500 feet, climbing flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150, New York Center altimeter 29.9er, 2 radar contact. Continue to Grecky.
Climb test. Yeah, altimeters. Standard. Cross
New
check.
York Center,
Climb
Cessna
check was
November
complete.
5383 Charlie, 7,000 feet. Cessna November 5383 Charlie, New York Center altimeter 29.9er, 2 radar contact. Continue to Delta Papa Kilo. New York Center Airbus November 1749er hotel flight level 250. Airbus November 1749er hotel New York Center radar contact. Continue to Juliet Foxtrot Kilo. New York Center Airbus November Tree 410 hotel flight level Tree 20. Airbus November Tree 410 hotel New York Center radar contact. Continue to Lima Yankee Hotel.
Alright, go ahead and I'll send for ATIS for
New York
Burlington.
Center, generic November
Now we're going to land on,
2110 flight
on
level
runway 15.
190.
Send for dry numbers on
Generic November
15.
2110 New York Center radar contact.
Out of
Continue
220
to Hotel
230.
Tango Oscar.
Alright, we'll get back our landing numbers. Alright, 2s and T's are going to be set for that with a ref of 142. We can set that in. Alright, 142, 147, confirm. Execute that, alright, good. Alright, fuel.
Endeavour 5150 contact Boston Center on 1 tree, 2 decimal tree.
Fuel looks good.
Good day.
Boston, see ya.
1 tree 2 decimal tree Endeavour 5150. Goodbye. Boston Center Endeavour 5150 flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150 Boston Center radar contact. Continue to Grecki.
Tricky. In the back. Ladies and gentlemen, should be a quick flight up to Burlington. Expect to be in there in about the next 30-35 minutes. Go ahead and shut up the fast seatbelt sign for the moment here. So if you do need to get out of your seats and use the facilities, please do so now. If you are remaining seated, please keep your seatbelt securely fastened around you. Again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the ground in Burlington. Alright, we're back. Alright, no arrival here. Let's go ahead and we'll do... We look at Phobes. Phobes is going to be 2,000. We'll just use that as our descent rate there, as a descent. Also, we could take...
Endeavour 5150 contact Boston Center on 128.1. Good day.
Going to 128.1, Endeavour 5150. Boston Center, Endeavour 5150, flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150 Boston Center radar contact. Continue to Grecki. Cessna 141 contact. Bradley approach on 127.8. Good day.
I'm going to put a 30-mile ring around Burlington. That will show us, I want to be down about 10,000 feet there, you can see. I'll put a ring on there. There's our top of descent. Alright, I'll brief the approach here. Gonna be doing the, let's check the weather again. I don't know exactly what it's doing in game, so we'll brief it as a full ILS. It's going to be the ILS localizer runway 15, 25 October 24, 11-1 expires effective 31 October. 10.3 is the frequency.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet Cessna Tree 6 Golf.
10.3. Alright, 10.3 both sides. Let me do that. Alright, 10.3 both sides. We'll also check it here. 10.3. Final approach course is 146, glide slope intercepted Phobes 2,000 feet. Go ahead and stick it in, MDA of 580. Set and cross-checked. Airport elevation 335. TA is 30 nautical miles IFF. This approach 800, climbing right, turn to 3600. Let's see, 3600, and then we're going to direct Burlington BR outbound 202. Sorry, just trying not to sneeze in the mic. Then climbing right turn at 3600 direct to Burlington VOR and outbound on the radial 202 to Winla intersection 6.4 Burlington hold. Continue to climb to 3600. It's different in here. This is probably just an old approach. That's fine. Not going to worry about that. 3,200 to Stave. 2,000 Phobes. Tapping the right Malasar lights. Let's see what we got for runway length here. Got 7,820 feet of runway available. That's plenty of runway. Planning. Probably right turn off on Alpha or Bravo. If we get off Bravo, we've got a hot spot and we got to cross 1. If we can make Alpha, we'll just do Alpha to the gate. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll send for an in-range. And the in-range tells us what gate we have. I'm not going to screw around. We'll just say 14. I can't remember what gate we use at Burlington. administrative terminal. Yeah, that's the right one. I'll pick a gate when we get in there. Alright, that's about all I got for a brief there. Pretty simple, pretty short flight, so we won't screw around too much. Finally making Grecki now? Yeah, we're just hitting Grecki now. Alright, Grecki Judd's cam, and then we're pretty much in on our way in there. We'll be in there in 22 minutes. Check in with the flight attendants. Hello, we should be in there in 22 minutes. Need anything? Nope. Alright, we'll see you. Alright, temp. What's the temp? Temp is -6. Cowl's coming on.
I have some drink for you, Captain. Here you are.
Alright, Cowl's come back off. Alright, top of descent 16 minutes. And that's to make Phobes at 2000. Should be visual, but I just got backed up at the ILSC and I have the live weather off, so I can't use the real ATIS.
Boston Center Airbus November 1749er Hotel Flight Level 250.
We can use
Airbus November
we use Phobes because
1749er
Phobes is
Hotel
the
Boston Center radar
spot
contact
approach fix,
continues
so we need to be
WLL.
down at 2000 for Phobes anyway. Pretty good, what's that? 5 knot, pretty low crosswind there. Looked like an 8 when I was zoomed out, so that was 84, but really 5. I'll adjust our numbers here. Secondary performance, I don't say that it's secondary anyway. Currently wind's only 5 knots. So I won't screw with it. I could go in there and screw with the V-navs. I could screw with the with that because that's the plan. Then I could screw with it, but there's no need to. Leave it alone for now.
Endeavour 5150 contact Boston Center on 132.65. Good day.
3265, we'll see ya.
132.65 Endeavour 5150. Goodbye. Boston Center Endeavour 5150 flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150 Boston Center radar contact continue.
We will continue.
Cessna
That's the
81
plan.
Hotel, contact Boston Center on 121.35.
Alright, 13 minutes top ascent. Let the people walk
Airbus
around
902
another
Yankee,
13
contact
minutes.
Boston Center on 121.35.
And we'll sit them down.
Good day. Going to 121.35 Cessna 81 Hotel. Going to 121.35 Airbus 902 Yankee.
See what the what's Vogue's looking like here. Showing 900. Alright. We're pretty much all set here. I'm just in cruising. Set up a little bit of backlight here. As we start to send through the clouds, it'll just brighten it up a little bit in here. Make it easy to see. Does light up the floor. Lovely. Alright, 10 minutes top set. Briefings are all complete.
Boston Center Airbus November 51902 Yankee is at flight level 275, descending flight level 270. Airbus November 51902 Yankee Boston Center radar contact, continue to Stoli. Cessna 67 Yankee, contact Boston Center on 134.3. Good day. Going to 134.3 Cessna 67 Yankee.
Yeah. Yeah. -4. Call's coming on. Nice. Y'all's coming off. Alright, top percent, 7 minutes. Pose 17, what is it, 1200 feet per minute? 1200 feet per minute.
Boston Center Cessna November 9er 1307 is passing flight level 265, descending flight level 250. Cessna November 9er 1307 Boston Center radar contact continue. Endeavour 5150 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 270 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
No.
Airbus 9er 2 Yankee traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 230. Report them in sight.
Let's see, let's go.
Endeavour 5150 contact Boston Center on 123.75. Good day. Airbus 9er 2 Yankee traffic in sight.
123.75 Endeavour 5150. Goodbye.
Airbus 02 Golf contact Boston Center on 134.3.
Boston Center Endeavour 5150 flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150 Boston Center radar contact continue.
We will continue. See if they give us a descent in a timely manner around the top percent.
Boston Center generic November 5900 Foxtrot is passing 12,900 feet, climbing flight level 240. Generic November 5900 Foxtrot Boston Center altimeter 29.902 radar contact. Continue to Alpha India Romeo. Cessna 60 Charlie traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at 11,000
Alright,
feet.
73,000 pounds. We're below
Report
max
them in
landing
sight.
weight. We're good.
Cessna 64 Golf traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 8,000 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Dover 62 Delta contact approach on 132.825. Good day. Boston Center Airbus November 519er 2 Yankee flight level 270. Airbus November 519er 2 Yankee Boston Center radar contact. Continue to MNSTA. 132.825.
Alright, 4 more minutes. Go ahead and talk to people.
Goodbye.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, should be arriving in Burlington about the next 10 minutes. So going to go ahead and turn on the fast seatbelt sign for initial descent. Ask you please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts securely around you. Again, thank you for joining us here on this trip to Burlington, and we will see you on the ground. Alright, press the flush. Coming up on top of the descent. Ideally, I like to be 10,000 there. See if it will let me do it at this. Okay, it doesn't like to do that.
Endeavour 5150 contact Boston Center on 121.35. Good day.
121.35 Endeavour 5150. Goodbye. Boston Center Endeavour 5150 flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150 Boston Center radar contact. Continue.
Continue. I got about 3 minutes left on top of descent. Currently only about 1,400 feet per minute. 1700, something like that.
Endeavour 5150, contact Boston Center on 135.7. Good day.
357, we'll see you.
135.7 Endeavour 5150. Goodbye. Boston Center Endeavour 5150, flight level 230.
Endeavour 5150, Boston Center radar contact, continue. Endeavour 5150, descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, Endeavour 5150.
Just 12,000. Vertical speed. Phobes is showing, what, 1800? We'll match it. It's 1800.
Cessna 65 Romeo, contact Boston Center on 121.35.
The temp.
Good day.
So, you can see my ring that I made, I wanted to be down around 10,000 there, and they're descending us down, we'll be down about 12,000, so that all works out nicely. Alright, here come the cows. Still showing 17 now. Still surprised we don't have any ice on. No ice light yet. Descent check. Altimeter is 2992. Cross check. Minimums are MDA of 5. 80 cross check. Landing data is flaps 45, 147. Approach brief is complete. Seatbelt signs on. Pressure as I said. Descent check is complete. Alright.
Cessna 09er 7, descend and maintain 3,300 feet. Endeavour 5150, you are 53 miles south. Descend and maintain 3,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 15 approach via unit transition. Clear to unit.
3,200.
Descend and maintain 3,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 15 approach via unit transition. Clear to unit Endeavour 5150.
Confirm.
Descend and maintain
Execute that.
3,300 feet. Cessna 09er 7.
32. Alright, there's 3,200. Do have to keep an eye on the altitudes here, as we do have some mountains. We got 2,268 foot mountain we're coming over on the New York side of Lake Champlain. So go ahead, and what I want to do is come direct intercept. Check out unit, showing 1,100 feet per minute. That'll put me right on where I need to be. So what we'll do is we'll match that rate, and that will get me set up so that I arrive there right on time, and that I'm not low screaming across the top of those mountains. Now, the altitude that gave me, the 3,002, gives me about 1,000 foot clearance of the mountains, but no need in skimming. Hello, Walter. How are you? Good to see you. And you can even see the mountains starting to come up on the west side of Lake Champlain there. So for unit, if I look at unit, we're showing 1,200, so match that rate. And you see how the banana bar is beyond unit, and you're like, oh, you know, we're gonna miss it. No, we gotta slow down to 250 knots. So from 10 to 3,200, we'll be down at 250 knots. So that banana bar is gonna come toward you. You gotta kind of see the big picture here. So right around 13.8-ish, if I go idle at this this is a pretty shallow descent rate, so I probably don't need to pull it this early. I definitely don't need to pull it this early, but if we're doing like 2,000 plus, usually about 13.8's when I like to start pulling power off. You pull later, you can pull probably at 11,000 feet here, and you'd be slowed down in time for 10,000. Alright, we're in the clear for now. Let's get rid of the cowls. Oh, not probes. Cowls, please. Thank you. Alright, here's our 30-mile ring that I put on there. And so, just for planning purposes, I want to be around 10,000 feet at this 30-mile ring. That makes it easy to get a descent in there. So you notice now we're slowing down that banana bar. Just like I said, as we slow down, see where it's going? It's going to put us right on unit. So. Gotta check unit 900 feet per minute, so we're beating it.
Contact Boston Center on 134.7. Good day.
Alright, start powering up.
One 134.7 Cessna 097. Goodbye.
Good mountains out here in New York. They're cool mountains when you're heading out of there, IRL. Nice views. I like Lake Champlain. Spent a good 2 days hanging around the lake on one of my trips. Not 2 days, it was like 36 hours we were there. Hello, sweet pie. Alright, unit showing 900 feet per minute. We're doing 1100. Horse is in. And as we get close, we'll start slowing down even more, so that banana bar will come even closer as we start slowing down. But, good to see you, Walter. How are you? Burlington's a cool area. Go eat at the Skinny Pancake. Walk the lake. Lake's really cool to walk around. They got a lot of walking trails. Alright, give them a chime. Yeah, take a approach check. Flight and nav instruments. We got 10-3, 10-3 on both sides there. We'll go ahead and check the index. Approach data, 10-3 there. It's all loaded in. It's verified. Cabin notification complete. Approach check is complete.
Endeavour 5150, contact Burlington. Approach on 121.1.
21-1, we'll
Good
see you.
day.
121.1 Endeavour 5150. Goodbye.
18-3 is the tower.
Burlington approach Endeavour 5150 is at 9,600 feet, descending 3,200 feet.
Endeavour 5150 Burlington approach altimeter 29.9, 2 radar contact. Continue to unit.
Yep, 92. Unit, okay. What's the unit showing now? I don't know. Yeah, it's not really. I got 20 miles to go. We'll start slowing down here in a minute. You can see all the high mountains over here in New York. And on this side of the lake's Vermont. The river, lake. Lake feeds the river, the Hudson River. So as long as we're descending well for stave, I'm happy. Just, or Phobes rather. Phobes is, as long as we make Phobes again, stave is, we're good on stave, and then we have a short distance between stave and Phobes at 3,200, so we're good there. We'll make 3,200 at Phobes, so we're good there, or at staves rather. English may speak. So our descents look good. Their temp 11. Yeah, we're not even need cows when we coming in this anyway. It is warm enough. We do not need the cowls on. So this is my favorite side to come into Burlington on because you come over Lake Champlain. Definitely a lot more interesting. There's the highway. Yeah, it should be in there in 4 minutes. Why I didn't want to descend down to 3,200 early. You're just skimming the top of the mountains for no reason. Plus, you'd burn extra fuel. Might as well just plan it out with the banana bar and you're good there. So there's 3,200 or above. That banana bar puts us pretty much right on the money where we want to be. So.
Burlington approach, generic November 1419er 2 is type generic 2 miles south of 48 Victor Tango, 700 feet. Request flight following. Generic November 1419er 2 Burlington approach. Squawk 0044. Squawk 0044, generic 19er 2. Generic 19er 2 radar contact 3 miles southwest of 48 Victor Tango, 400 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Alright, temp's good. We don't need cowls. Here's our turn on to stave. So we just passed the highest obstacle, which is 2,268 feet, that mountain behind us. So we're coming up. This is Lake Champlain right here. So I'll go ahead and get track IR on. Go ahead and start slowing down. I've been slowing down, but start to seriously start slowing down. That's out of 4,200 from 3,200.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, generic 192.
Alright, let's get track IR set up. I always look down when I do it too, which isn't good. I gotta look right at the screen where I'm supposed to be looking. Alright, that's what I want, and then I gotta fix this again. Alright. Speed's looking good here. Flaps 8. Set 180.
Endeavor 5150, you are 13 miles northwest of
Flaps
Burlington.
20.
Contact Burlington Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118 decimal tree, Endeavor 5150. Burlington Tower, Endeavor 51501, 3 miles northwest inbound, ILS runway 15 approach.
Cessna November 6790 Yankee altimeter 29.9er 21284 at 5. Cleared for takeoff runway tree. Endeavor 5150 Burlington Tower. Altimeter 29.9er 21284 at 5. Cleared ILS runway 15 approach.
Alright, we'll clear the approach. I gotta get us on the GPS course here first before I switch this over.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree Cessna November 6790 Yankee.
Get a heading in there. Heading mode. Green needles. Approach.
Cleared ILS runway 15 approach, Endeavor 5150.
Gear down. Gonna slow down now.
Cessna 90 Yankee contact Boston Center on
Flaps 30.
120 decimal tree 5. Good day.
Set 160. Flaps 45.
Cessna 90 Yankee.
Set 147. Gotta reset track IR again, so I moved it with my mouse. Gotta fix that speed there. Landing checklist, landing gear is down, 3 green. Flaps 45. Thrust reversers, armed. Landing checklist complete. Cleared the approach, we're not clear to land yet.
Cessna 9er
Speed
Kilo.
back up,
leaving
there's the
airspace,
runways in
frequency
sight.
change approved.
Let's ground. 26.3.
Burlington Tower Cessna November 409er Kilo frequency change.
There's Lake Champlain right there. Got all these good walking paths there. You can see them on the side of the lake there, the shore. I'll wait till he clears me to land to take the autopilot off.
Endeavor 5150 wind 284 at 5. Cleared to land runway 15.
Cleared to land runway 15, Endeavor 5150.
Autopilot's off. It's all me. Visual. Get rid of the MDA. Don't need it. A little bit high, I'm correcting. Trim's still not great in game. It's either the game or it's this plane. It's much easier to trim the real plane. You get a better feel, which makes sense. You can feel it in the yoke, you can feel the resistance. Trim's tough to do in game. Even if you had, 1,000 feet clear land. Even if you had, force feedback, it's gonna be tough. This yoke is much better, though. Still a little high correcting. We're visual though. Stable, continue.
Minimum 400. 300. 200. 100.
Rep plus 5.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Can't get much better than that. And this is Alpha to our right. Brief that exit, we're gonna take it.
Endeavor 5150, turn next taxiway. Endeavor 5150, contact ground on 126 decimal tree.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. On behalf of the captain and crew, we thank you for flying.
Did they change frequencies on me again? Yeah, see they changed. No, it's 126.3. Did they change frequencies? Here, I'll acknowledge the handoff.
126 decimal tree, Endeavor 5150.
Yeah, I had the right frequency, I just didn't acknowledge the handoff.
Until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Okay, they're not gonna let me taxi the gate on them, so that's fine. I'll taxi on my own. Here we go. Jenny recog's on. Go ahead. I can't remember where we park here. Got any? Yeah, we got some parking over here. Let's check this over here. Clear right. We're going right. Get that APU going. We got a ground crew over here. We'll plan for that. I don't know where he wants us here. He's there.
Cessna November 4209er, 46,700 feet. Cessna November 4209er, for approach altimeter 29er decimal 9er, 2 radar contact, continue.
He's over there. It's very strange, the parking situation here in game. Alright. Let's check that. I gotta wait for that APU. Seatbelt sign off. Hold. Come on, APU. APU is not this slow in real life. The APU is much faster than it is in game. Yeah, like he wants us over here. That doesn't match up with the lines. I don't get what the game's doing here. Alright, let's check it. Alright, engine shut down. Chocks are in. Flight 10 stores for arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door
Alright, after landing checklist complete, let's see, shutdown checklist. Seatbelt signs are off, beacon is off, generator's electrics set, fuel pump's off, nose wheel steering is off. Is not off. Let's do that. Nose wheel steering is now, come on, off. Pros windshield heat off. Hydraulic pumps are off. Thrust levers are shut off. Transponder is standby. Parking brake set. Shutdown check is complete. Alright, good. Let's go ahead and do a secure. Parking brake set. IRSs are coming off. Thrust reversers. Emer lights. Cargo switch. Recirc fan. APU. Start, stop, and power fuel. Master switch is off. Dome light, boarding light. Secure checklist complete. That was a good flight. It's a nice landing going into Burlington there. We got off our brief taxiway. What more can you ask for than that? So that went well. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a like if you're new and you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one.